Hello and welcome to a special video here. Sorry I haven't been with you guys too much lately. Trying to correct that. So yeah, in December I turned 40 and I started to realize that I am I'm in the you could die age. I mean, you can die at any age, but when you hit 40 or something about that, where it's like, you know what, I could go have a heart attack or shit like that at this point in the game. You know, like you're kind of in the checkbox where it's like you're you're like 1 to 18, 19 to 39, and then you're fucking 40 to dead. And those survey checkboxes. Anyway, so I decided, I mean, I'd done a review with my daughter, and somebody actually pointed out in the comments, they weren't being mean or anything, but they were just pointing out, you know, Kevin, you kind of gained a lot of weight. And I tend to agree. So I decided to do something about it, and starting in February. And I'm happy to report that I have lost over 50 pounds. Woo! Look at that! 50 pounds, look at that! Now, I'm still overweight, don't get me wrong, but it is a step in the right direction. So, I'm at least giving it my best in order to live longer for my wife, my children, and all my friends. And all of you guys out there. So if you want to hear a little bit of my journey, sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. Hey guys! Yay! Alright, where to start? First of all, sorry about the little red face. I've been in the sun a bit too much, doing stuff. I can actually do stuff now, like, which is kind of weird. Because before I used to just just flop wherever I was and just stay there. You know, like a beach whale or something, but yeah, it's been quite a journey. I'll tell you, when I turned 40, it was a huge wake-up call. It was like, holy shit, Kevin, what are you doing? Because, you know, I suffer from depression, right? So I never really, I'm kind of like, a lot of the time, I'm like, you know, oh, whatever, something happens, happens. I don't really care, you know what I mean? Because you're kind of in that depressive mindset. But then the other part of me started having kids and all that. I'm like, you know, I was like, you know what, I lost my parents. Well, my dad when I was young. I still lost my mom when I was young, but my dad when I was far younger, I was only 17. So I'm kind of like, do I want that for them? And the answer is naturally no. Losing weight is hard. It's fucking difficult. It's a difficult thing. Anybody who tells you, well, just lose the weight, you know, they don't get it. Like, to me, sugar was an addiction. Like, a true addiction. Like, if you watch the show Intervention, that was me. That was me. I was that, except it wasn't crack or heroin or booze. Because I'm straight edge. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs. But it was sugar. And sugar, it's killing me. Like, there's no other way around it. Sugar and fat were killing me. And sometimes I had like these weird shakes and all that when I hadn't eaten in a while. And I was worried, like, what if I'm turning diabetic? Like, there's a lot of other things other than just heart disease, right? You know, visceral fat causes a whole bunch of shit. And so I was at that point where I was like, okay, I have to do something. It's going to be difficult, but I have to do something. And that's kind of, I guess, one of the reasons why you don't see many videos of me anymore, because I kind of grew ashamed of the way I looked. I didn't like to have pictures taken of me unless I took them myself, or I could do the right angle, or, you know, all those things, right? No filters for this beautiful face. But I wouldn't take a picture if I was standing on the side or anything like that, just because, you know, it wasn't my best side, the side. So I kind of like, kind of shut myself out a little bit, and then when I did the video with my daughter opening the toys, and then somebody pointed out that, you know, I was big, and I've been told that before. Usually it's in a trolling way, so I'm kind of like, okay, I really don't give a shit what you think. But this was in a loving way. So those are the ones that hurt. Those are the ones that get to you, right? Those are the ones that are like, you know what? He's not just trying to get a rise out of me. They're actually, legitimately, he sees there's a problem, he's trying to help, and fuck, he's right. So I took it upon myself, and there's no way I could do this without my wife. My wife has been so supportive, helping me with meal planning and all that stuff. She is insanely awesome. I don't think I deserve her. She does a lot for me, and I really don't think I could do it without her. No, I know I couldn't do it without her. The kids have been awesome too. My daughter Taylor and my other daughter Mackenzie. You know, I can always like now I can play with them more and do more of those things, and that's just great. Listen, guys, I know some of you guys are watching this and they're like, I don't give a shit about what you're saying. Some of you guys are watching this and are like, oh my god, like I'm big boned, and I'd like to do something about it. Do it. Fucking just do it. Listen, people, you're gonna, but don't go to the extreme. Some people are really extreme and like crazy fanatics, stuff like that. You don't have to be like that. You can still enjoy your life and not become obese. It's possible. I'm doing it. I don't hate everything that I eat. I mean, there's some saving graces, like Diet Pepsi with lime, Halo Tops, got ice cream. Oh my god, it's amazing. There's so many flavors. And pure protein bars, which even come in birthday. Come in birthday cake. Birthday cake protein, like birthday cake. You can eat birthday cake in a protein bar form. It's awesome. But seriously, there's a lot of good food out there that you can actually eat and lose or maintain a healthy weight. I'm not done by any means. This is just the beginning. I'd like to see myself get down to closer to 200 pounds. For my height, 6'1", I think that would be okay. But do it. And listen, you're going to hear the cliches out there. Oh, nothing tastes as good as being thin. Or what, is that how it goes? Nothing tastes as good as being thin feels or some shit like that. Listen, it's bullshit. I'll tell you right now. You know what? Donairs, Krispy Kremes, McDonald's, fucking Popeyes, KFC, Burger King, they all taste far better than being thin. Oh my god, they taste so good, so good. They taste far better than being thin. They do. So don't believe that crap. But I'll tell you this, and this is the truth. Nothing tastes better than being alive. That should be the motto, because that's the reality. And it took me a while to accept that. Now I do. What else could I say about this journey? It's a little at a time. I didn't lose 50 pounds in a day. It's been going on since the beginning of February. There's weeks where you struggle, and there's weeks where you go a little up, and there's weeks when you go a little down. There's weeks when you go really down, but there have been no weeks where I went really up. I think the most I've gained in a week is like a pound, maybe, a little less. So, yeah, it's actually, you can sustain it. If you got any questions about any of this shit, write them in the comments. Like, I'd be happy to help any of my watchers or people that are just big comic book toy enthusiasts like I am. Like, spread the word, spread the awareness. It's really important. And especially if you're getting into an older age. I mean, 40 isn't old, I guess, by some standards, but by the... See, my father died at 48, my mom died at 52. So, 40, to me, it's like you're starting to go towards the end. if you don't do something about it. So, yeah, so I did it. And another thing, another shout out is this right here, Fitbit. If you don't have a Fitbit, get a Fitbit. Listen, if you're watching this, you probably collect action figures and toys and comics and stuff like that, and you know me from those videos. And you know what? Take one of the toys you have that you don't really care that much about, sell it, and then go buy yourself a Fitbit. Because trust me, it is a game changer. People say, well, I'm not going to walk anymore if I got a bracelet on my arm. It kind of holds you accountable. If you're like, well, I'm going to get 10,000 steps today, then you're going to get 10,000 steps. And you're not going to know if you get 10,000 steps unless you have something to calculate them, like this. And in the Fitbit app, you can also put your weigh-ins and all that stuff too. It's more than just the bracelet measuring your steps, but it is a good way to hold you accountable, or even just to get you, pushing you in the right direction, being like, when it buzzes and it says, get 250 steps, like, fuck, you go out and you do the 250, right? So it holds you accountable. And I think that's the important part. Does this make me walk? Does it force me to walk? Is it an ankle bracelet that shocks me if I'm not walking? No. But just, you'll see what I mean. The fact that it's on you, you're going to want to walk more. And you're going to want to see those numbers and see those results. So that helped immensely as well. I have a good support system. I have great people. I have great peers at work that will come out with me during breaks and walk with me. Kind of take me... They kind of joke, some of them, that they're taking me out for a walk, kind of like a dog. So it's cute, and I enjoy the walks. I love them. I love them. So I love the walks. So those are awesome, and they've helped immensely as well. So it's minimal. It's a good eating and even really minimal exercise, just walking, and you can have results as well. And if this can be a positive message that I send to everyone out there, all the better. But you can do it. Look at me. Who would have thought? Me losing. I've never lost this much weight in my life. I've tried to lose weight before. I got down to like 40 pounds, I think. That was tops. Gained it all back and then some. But it's different this time. A lot more on the line this time than there was back then. Think about it. Till next time, guys. Take care. Later.